Hey there guys, welcome to another rebuild with me, IronGamer, your host. So if you're new to the channel and you're just checking me out for the first time, please feel free to go and leave me a subscribe. Also, during the course of this save, please feel free, leave me any comments, give me a thumbs up as well. And if, as I say, if you are new to the channel and you have not seen any of my other content before and you're checking this out for the first time, somewhere over here there will be a rebuild series that I've started. So far we've done Crystal Palace and Everton. This will be Newcastle. Why Newcastle? Right, well, it's simple. So over my two rebuilds with Crystal Palace and Everton, I noticed that Newcastle, teams like Newcastle, Chelsea, Tottenham and a few others, they're struggling. For some reason they're struggling to do what is expected of them, if you want to put it that way. Chelsea, for some reason, in my Crystal Palace save, were awful. I think they beat me once out of 6 games, and I think they almost got relegated. Newcastle almost getting relegated, you know. So Tottenham, just boring, middle of the road, boring. Yes, we know they've got a lot of money. No, I don't know how much I've got to spend. This is the first time doing it, but I thought it'd be interesting to take the trip up to Newcastle, take the hot seat and just see what's going on there, what the problems are. Is it they can't attract players, or they just haven't got the money we all think they've got? So we're going to take our chances on Newcastle. Remember how this works, guys. It's 3 seasons. We don't want to get sacked. If we get sacked, it's game over pretty much. However, if we are to get relegated, then we can continue to try and get back up. I think it could be quite interesting. I can't see us getting sort of relegated, but again, this is Football Manager. Anything is possible. Right, let's go and delve into the squad, to the finances, the club, etc., and we'll see you in a moment. Right, okay, so just reading and looking at this, reputation, we have a 4-star. Finished 11th last season. Media prediction 7th. Wow, didn't think it would be that high up. Right, finances, you're starting off with 40 million in the bank to spend. Got a wage budget of just short of 2.9. So we're going to have a look at what's in the club and go from there. Obviously, as we know, year founded 1892, fierce rivals, we all know this, Sunderland. So I think this could be a good season. Right, again, so I don't know what to do with this tactic, but every team I play with seems to want to play this tactic, and it's fine with me because I'm very familiar with it. I just make a few adjustments and bombs away. There we go. Right, so they're looking at the 4-3-2-1 with the defensive midfielder. Not well, having a player like Bruno, I'm not surprised you've got that sort of system anyway. St. Maximum, obviously he's going to be the threat. I think the left-sided forward position where Fraser is, I think that's probably the position I would really like to fill, to make it more creative up top, because I don't think Fraser's the man. Isaac, you know, I want 20 goals this season from him if he fits in. Joe Linton, for me, isn't going to work in the midfield, just my personal preference. I think we all know where I'm going with this for the midfielder. If you are a fan of my last 2 episodes and you've seen him, you know what midfielder I'm going to go and try and sign, because he would fit into this system so well as last 2 rebuilds. So no prizes for guessing who I'm going to go and try and sign first. I just think the guy is a workhorse. He's so good for this, for the teams I've used, and if he's been good in the Everton and the Palace team, imagine what he'd be like in this. So even maybe a good centre half. So I think we've got some good backup. We've got Callum Wilson to play up top as well. I'm just going to go and check the squad out for real, have a look and see what we've got on the availability. Quickly, before we do that, grow the club reputation, increase commercial revenue, money, okay, work within the wage budget, again, we all know that's standard. Record a Premier League division top half is what they want. Reach the later stages of the FA Cup, and the same with the Carabao Cup at the end of this season. Right, so just a quick look at the finances. 151 million in the bank. I think we might be all right. Transfer budget currently is set at 40 million. Minimum of next season is 72.2 million. That doesn't include any form of revenue I make from player sales or anything like that. So could be more interesting than I thought, if I'm being 100% honest. Right, welcome back. So we've been busy in the transfer market. We've spent about 60 million squid, somewhere along that so far. I'm going to go through them in a moment. We're literally about a week away from the start of the Premier League. We've played all our friendlies, and it hasn't really gone to plan. Let me show you. So we've lost 2 games. New York we lost 2-1, and Freiburg we lost 3-0. Other than that, we've had comfortable wins. 4-1, 2-1 and 5-0. Right, let's go and look at the transfers, shall we? Right, so we're going to start with the transfers out. As you can see, Manquillo, however you want to say his name, Xavi Manquillo, we managed to sell him to get some money in, and he went for 2.5 million. So Paul Dummett made his way down the south coast, down the A23, and down to Brighton. Again, didn't really see much happening for him. 2.5 quid. 2.5 million. 2.5 quid. So we did have 8 young players go out on loan. So other than that, that's all that's really left the club. If you were expecting more, I apologise. I'm going to show you. We've only brought in, I think, 3 players. So let's go and have a look. So first, through the doors, we all knew it when I said it, if you've watched my episodes before. If you haven't, then somewhere there, underline, yeah, maybe. Go and check it out. Yeah, so Roberto Gagliardini, gotta sign him, man. If you don't know about this guy, go and sign him on your FM. So signed him for 3.5 million, I think, from Inter. Yeah, got him from 3.5 million. He just does a good job. Yeah, he's 28, but so what? You get him on a 4-year contract, run it down after third. You know, I'll give him a 3-year contract with a 1-year extension, depending on appearances, and just see what you think of him. The guy mentally, he's there. He's so good. So purchase number 2 might well surprise you, and you might think he's rubbish, or who the hell is he? Connor Roberts is a right back. We signed him from Burnley. I kind of made a little bit of a boo-boo with this dude, so I set my scouting up to find me a right back for backup, and this guy was constantly saying he was interested, and I kept getting agent dropping me and things like that. So I thought, you know what, I'll have a look at him, and he seemed quite decent, to be fair. And I'm thinking, he's a 3-star, he ain't getting any better. He's 26 years of age. This is him. He can play several positions: wing back, full back, complete nonsense, no nonsense wing back, on attack duties, defend, support, which is what we need. We need versatility. Is that the right word? We need versatility. Excuse me. And that's what we need in this. So Connor Roberts, signed him as a regular starter. Yeah, so I made a bit of a boo-boo. He was supposed to be backup, but he wouldn't agree to it, and I wanted to get him. So I told him he was a regular starter, and he ain't going to be happy once the season gets going. There he is, Alessandro Bastoni. We had to do it. We needed to get, in my opinion, a very, very capable centre-half that fits the mould of what we're trying to achieve here at Newcastle. 23 years of age. We spent 51 million on him. Potential going to 56 depending on appearances, internationals, that sort of stuff. He, by shadow of doubt, is my #1 centre half. Just remember this: after 3 years, guys, this guy is the start of it. He is the person that is going to make Newcastle a force to be reckoned with. I'm hoping so. 5-year deal, 86,000 a week. He's going to get more, obviously. Minimum fee release clause of 91 million. I've not put a release clause in there for relegation because I don't think that's going to happen. We want to qualify for any form of European, and we want to win some silverware this season. We really do. So no expense spared on a good centre half. He's got some good mentals and physicals. Never seems to be great technical with these players. So fitness of 17, pace of 14, good stamina and strength 15. You know what I'm like on the work rate and things like that. So work rate is 15, teamwork is 17, determination 16. I love it. Positioning 14. For those of you that know me, you know I love off the ball and positioning. I think it's two very, very valuable points that you need to look at when you're buying players. Positioning of 14 is probably one of the highest I've seen so far for a centre half, but I probably don't look through the depths that you guys do. And off the ball at 11. It's very hard to get an off the ball for me over 8 and 9. So 11 for me is an improvement. I love it. Great for bravery. First touch of 14. Great at heading, great at marking, great at passing, excellent at tackling, and great technique as well. So I am absolutely over the moon with this guy. Just remember, guys, as I said, he is the start of it. So that is it. That concludes all our transfers in and out of this season. We are now going to go and we are going to sim season number 1. Keep our little fingers crossed again, guys. Let's get into this and pray A, I don't lose my job, and B, we certainly don't want to get relegated. What would be a nice bonus would be a cup run and in the top 10. That's my first aim. So we'll see you at the end of the season. Right guys, welcome back. The season is finished and I completely forgot to tell you all the tactics, the formation and what we were going to play. Well, this is it. It's my own one that I've created. It's called Leeds 433. I might publish it, I might not. I might be giving the game away by doing this right now, so I do apologise. But yeah, this was the tactics. I completely forgot to put it on. I could have made it and put it on, but you would have seen the date and known all that rubbish. So, you know, we have finished the season. We are just going to quickly go through our tactics. So we play on a balanced, and we play like a 4-3-3. And the idea of this is we do the shorter passing. We've got higher tempo and we're working the ball into the box. So that's what we do in possession. In transition, so we're going to counter press, or we did counter press. When we won the ball, we then counter, we distribute the ball quickly, and we use the centre backs and the full backs to get the ball out, and we do short kicks. Out of possession, we have a higher line. It's important to have the higher line. So really, when you're doing that, you need to have your defenders that are fairly pacey to cover. And then we have a high press, high line of engagement. Trigger press more often, not fully more, because you don't want to burn your energy. You want to save a bit of energy. And then you prevent your short kick distribution for their goalie. Push up, and it works a treat. Well, it has worked a treat. Do you know how I know? I was shocked when I saw it just a minute ago. Absolutely shocked. We finished 4th. I mean, look, I was saying before, Chelsea 10th, Tottenham 10th, West Ham. These big clubs are finishing so low that I thought it'd be an interesting challenge to take, and I take Newcastle, and it seems like a walk in the park to get into Europe. Let's go look at goals. So Isaac, 15 goals for the season in 34 appearances. Really have. Of course, Erling Haaland scored 32 goals in 31 appearances. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? As we go further down the list, St. Maximum, 10 goals. So 25 goals between them. Yeah, maybe Isaac could have got that on his own, I'm thinking. I have got a striker in mind for next season in case this didn't work out. And I'm probably still going to buy him because there'll be good competition then. And if there's good competition, it pushes them and spurs them on to play better. And hopefully score more goals. Right, so average ratings, let's have a look. So we have got, thank you, Gagliardini, the man I signed. I tell you, he's so good. Get him. And set maximum yet again on 7.18. So far so good. Assists, nice to have some of it. So we've got Kieran Trippier, that's obviously free kicks, corners, it must be, with 9. Again, set maximum with 9. Matthew Taggart with 8. Bloody hell. And of course, Gagliardini from midfield, 7. Really happy with that. Player of the matches, let's see. Set maximum, he had 6, not too bad. Clean sheets, how many, if any? Nick Pope, 13. Wow, really good. That's why it's got us where it's gotten us. Right, finances. Let's check out on the finances. So we're gonna have. I haven't checked my emails yet because I've still got 150 unopened, but we've got 88 million quid to spend. So 31 in the bank. We've not received monies yet for everything else. Wage budget of 3.1, so we've got about 700,000 to play with. Oh, is that all? So that's telling me a story there. I need to sign high-profile players now, more so than I've ever done before. We're going to shore up the squad for sure. We're going to let a few of them go, get replacements in. I know the striker I'm going to bring in, and I probably know a midfielder I'm going to bring in as well, which should shore us up. People like John Joe Shelby, I think they're going to go. I'm going to go and look at contracts now because I do often forget this. Right, we're going to go and check out these emails, and then I'll be back to you with the official initial budget with wages, although we think we know what it is. So I will see you in a moment. Right, slight error from me. I've come back a bit early. Let me check. I've come back one game too early. I mean, alright. My bad. Let's have a look. Can it make any effect? 74. You can finish one place higher. Okay, so you don't need to see it. I'm going to go through, play the game. I'm actually going to go on all day for another day. How about that? Right, season is over. We did lose 1-0 to Fulham. It made no difference because we were so far ahead of in fourth place anyway, of 5th place, that it wasn't irrelevant. Man City were crowned champions, as you can see. There we go. Was on 74. We were 7 points ahead of Arsenal. Was only a few points behind, or a point behind Liverpool in 3rd. So quite happy. There we go. Received 32 collective bonus. Player of the match. Bruno Guimaraes. Okay. So we are waiting for our initial budget. We know what it's roughly going to be now. Now we've got 88 million in the bank. I'm hoping. City going to struggle. I'm hoping we can sell on a few or get rid of a few just to release some more money in the wage budget. Not that it's going to make too much of an issue. I won't deal with this right now. Tyndall named as manager of the year. My assistant manager. Oh well. I'm good to my friends, I am. My staff, really good. Request inbox. So I would have won manager of the year. Oh well, never mind. So I think in the close season. Right, so we're going to do end of year review for Newcastle for season 1, which I believe went really well. So Gagliardini, not a bad buy after all for 3.5 million. Come on guys, get your money out. He's only 3.5 million at the beginning of the game. He is my go-to every season. Every game. I'll buy him first, no matter who I am, unless I'm a top 4 side. I probably won't bother. But anything outside of top 4, I think he'll probably do a good job as a good backup or a good competitive player in a top 4 team anyway. But yeah, get him. He's so good. Isaac, average rate of 7. Botman, Nick Pope, Bastoni, and my man. Guys, 39 appearances, 2 goals. It's so good. Taggart, Connor Roberts, yeah, we won't talk about him. We'll come back and talk more in depth of the individuals shortly. Board was Premier Division top half. We finished 4th, I think that's really good. 52,000 on average per game. Good. Games to remember, beat Everton 5-0. Beat Man United 2-0 in the match to remember. Biggest win, we beat Everton 5-0. Goal this season was funny enough against my team, Crystal Palace. Again, Gagliardini, top draw goal from Magpie central midfield Gagliardini as he kills an effort in from 24 yards. Reputation, not grown yet, neither's mine. Finances, sponsorship. It's all green, so it's the sponsorship, broadcast, corporate, competition and match day. Perfect, can't argue with it, too bad. Shirt sales, 477,000. Wow. Grossing 6.28 million. Happy. There's the team. So Gagovini made the team. Not bad that we're signing that, is it? I'm well happy with that. We're not going to work by that. We know it's going to do. Right. So let's look for them budgets in a minute. So hardcore down 10%, families down 18%, and gone up is fair weather. 2 million followers, social media. Right, welcome back. We have been really busy. We have done a lot. As you can see on the screen, we've got an overall balance of 58.7 million. And then if you just put your eyes over to the right, we have a transfer budget of 71.7 million. We have spent near on that as well, if not more. We have purchased some good players. We've let a lot of players go. We've sold players. We let 17 go that are out of contract, albeit, you know, from 18, 21, 23s to the first team. 18 players in total there. As I say, we have managed to sell a few on and get a little bit more money in, sort of to boost to the transfer budget, as you can see there. But we have spent a fair bit, or well, have we? We've got a lot in and we've got a lot out. Let's go and have a delve into what we've done, shall we? So out the revolving door here at St James's Park. First one was Isaac Hayden. Where did he go? To Middlesbrough. Did we get? I don't think we got a great deal for him. I think we just sort of said, yeah, let's go. So he went for 4.5 million over to Middlesbrough. So super happy with that. As you can see, second one out the door, Matt Ritchie has left. He left on a free. He went to St Johnstone's. So he had the choice of St Johnstone's or Motherwell. Showing his class really, going up to Scotland. So Ritchie departs. So as you can see, Jamal Lewis, Borough have been busy buying from us. I tell you, we've done them a few good deals. So Jamal Lewis has been shipped up to, or just down the road should we say, to Middlesbrough. 2.5 million quid. Can't really money that, can you? So you know, we're just trying to generate some money and see what we can come up with. So we'll see who's next. Next one out the revolving door, Ryan Fraser. Yep, he left us. He went to Hoffenheim in Germany. 10.75, I think we got him out the door for. We did. Yep, 10.75. So super happy with that little bit of business. Next one out the door is it a loan? I think this one's out on loan. Yep, he went to Udinese on loan. He's not going to get in my team. He was out all last season with a long-term injury, so a good season back will do the world of good. So Emil Kraft is the latest one, should we say, to leave Newcastle. Last but not least to leave on a transfer, at least anyway, is Chris Woods, backup striker, not doing anything really. He's gone home, he's gone back to Leeds. A £3 million deal that we've done with Leeds for them to take 31-year-old Chris Woods back off our hands and save us 45 to 50 grand a week. So super happy with that deal. So latest one in and out. In and out, remember that. So Schernador, we've managed to get him on a free. So we got him on a free. And he was just floating about. We picked him up. He's a 2.5 star. Good potential ability up to 4.5 star. Super happy with this guy. So we managed to sign him from where do we get him from? SLB in Portugal. And we've loaned him out to Portugal again to a sister team, so to speak, another competitor in the same league. So I'm going to keep my eye on this one. I've got match reports coming for this guy. Currently worth 25 to 32. Not bad for a free. We have done a few more just last as well. They're staying. So you'd be interested to know any wins coming up next. We've been pretty busy. So our first in of the season, well, officially our first in of the season. The one I've just shown you there was an in and out. So this one's an in and he's staying. This is Rodrigo de Paul. We've managed to sign him from Madrid. Spent, let's have a look at the deal. What did we do? 36.5 million on on a straight cash buy. Orchestrating the midfield, this guy, I was super happy. 29 years of age. I know he's a bit old, you know, but he can play anywhere. So we're going to be having him playing probably as the Mazzala or a ball-in midfielder, sort of somewhere around there. He's got great numbers for all these positions. So the next one is a defender. Now we all know I have fun trying to get names right, so I'm going to go, it's either Patrice or Patrick Pfeiffer. Yeah? No? Leave your comments below, let me know what I've said wrong, how I've said it wrong, or if I'm correct. So Patrice, we're going to go Patrick. Looks like a Patrick or a Patrice. We're going to go Patrick. Patrick Pfeiffer. We have signed this guy, he's Ghanaian. I think we got him on a, did we get him on a, no, we paid 5 million for this guy from Hertha Berlin. Reason why we got him is, I think last season he played he's played some European football, and with us now being in European football, I kind of wanted to get players that are used to playing European football, so to speak. He's a backup, provisionally he's signed as a backup. Good heading, 14, marking, 13, passing, tackling, all 13, 11 technique. Off the ball is poor. Positioning, teamwork, vision, work rate, all between 11 to 13 there. Good jumping reach and good pace. So if we do play him and we play a high line, we've got the pace for a covering defender. So that's where I see this guy fitting in. So that's signing number 2. And look at the value we've put on him already, up to 22 million. We have made some good buys in this window. Right, the next one, another tricky name. Got this guy from Fenerbahce, Ferdi Kadıoğlu, anyone know? Am I right, am I wrong? Again, leave comments below, make fun of me, do what you need to do. But we're going to call him Ferdi. We've signed this guy, 23 years of age, Turkish. Will he fit into the culture and the way we play? We may struggle with that, but I think we paid around 12.5 million. He's got fairly decent numbers. He's played a lot. Profile, let's have a look. So we're going to play him, I don't know, he can play left sided, he can play central. We're going to play him as a, I don't know, where do we play at the minute? A box to box. If we're going to play a box to box on support, you know, good dribbling, finishing, first touch, all between 13 and 14 or 12 to 14. Good work rate, good vision, teamwork 12, position off the ball at 14. Thank God, hallelujah. So he'll be wary of where he is on the pitch, which is good. 23 years of age, fits the remit of what we're trying to do here at Newcastle. Next one on the in list is Josip Bracalo. Josip, is that right? We'll call him Joe. We're going to call him Joe for now. So we signed this guy on a free. 25 years of age. That's right. You know what I mean? You didn't mishear me. We got him on a free from Wolfsburg. His contract was running down. He was leaving his options open. I snooped in there and I got him. So already his value is up to about 33 million. So again, if he was to sell him, we'd make a good profit. He can play in a handful of positions. Free start, probably not going to improve very much. And a decent freestyle player. Good bit of flair. You know, we play him as a winger. Not too bad with his passing, finishing's poor, good dribbling, good acceleration, pace of 15. So he'll be good at getting past a few players. If need be, needs to cross it, he's got a crossing of 13. So, you know, he is going to create some opportunities at some point this season. If he doesn't and he's not very good, we sell him, we make a bit of profit at the end of the season. We are all quids in. And we had him as a squad player. So really, really happy with that. What did I have on his contract? Yeah, minimum fee release clause of 30 million quid. So you can't moan. Not a bad bit of business in my eyes. Last one in the revolving door this season at Newcastle is a loan. So we went to Chelsea. I got Brozier in. I just think that Callum Wilson, with the selling of Chris Woods, we've still got Callum Wilson here. Probably won't be here for much longer. I'm probably going to sell him next season. Unless he has a fantastic season this season. There is a reason why I ended up getting Brozier. So obviously the sale of Chris Woods opened up an extra space really. Brozier, bring him in, give him a bit of experience and see how he does. If he does alright, I think, have we got I just want to see if did we put something in place for No, we didn't. Yoshi did. 53 million optional future fee if we decide to sign him. Probably won't at that cost, because the player I wanted, I tried hunting him down all season and he wouldn't come. You want to know who it is? Hang tight there and I'll show you. So this is the player that never came, didn't want to come. Julian Alvarez. Julian, we don't. It's a silent J. It's Argentinian. So Juan Alvarez. So this is the formation we've gone. We've gone for the inside winger for St. Maximum on that left side. I'm just wondering here, Almiron, do we maybe change Almiron and let me check Brozier. Can he play off this side? He can. What foot is he? Preferred foot is right. I'm sure he's got a decent left. Yeah, he's quite reasonable. I am tempted to maybe fill this position and change it to an inside forward. Might give us more creativity, because if Almiron's going down the right on a left footer trying to cross, what's his crossing rate on a left foot? Oh, it's only 11. So I think we could maybe change this now to an inside forward position on attack. I think that's the way we're going to go. We're going to have Gagliardini or someone. I'm actually just going to do a quick pick to see what they suggest and go with that. So they've got Nepal and Joe Linton's still hanging in there on a box to box. I mean, let me have a look. How the hell Joe Linton is still playing and getting ahead of Gagliardini on a box to box, I do not know. But bravery of 19, stamina 16, great strength, love the work rate, love the teamwork. Oh, off the ball at 13. Do you know what? You can't complain. What's Gagliardini off the ball? Let me find Gagliardini off. What's he off the ball? It's 15. Oh my god! And I can't fit them all in, because there's no way I can get rid of Bruno. Could I? Could I get rid of Bruno? I don't think I could. I mean, he's 25. Nah, I'm gonna keep Bruno. I'm not gonna get rid of him. So we've got the Paul playing the Mazzala on the 4-star. Well, the 3.5-star Mazzala position there. Happy with that. It's here. Taggart done well for me last season, really, really well. And I just don't know if he's got it in him to go another season like that. But we've gone with so it's suggested Pfeiffer, Bastoni, Gamirez, Maximum, Isaac, Callum Wilson. How old is he? He's 31. I mean, I'm tempted to sell him. Maybe bring in someone like an Ivan Toney, someone like that. But at the same time, Ivan Toney is going to be on the bench. Do you know what? I'm actually going to try and do a swap deal for Callum Wilson for Ivan Toney and a bit of cash. I'm going to try that in a minute, and I'll let you know how I get on with that one. We'll see. In fact, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Let's go Ivan Toney. Let's try it together. Ivan Toney, Brentford, contract. What's his contract details? Okay, there's no contract clause there. Let's go have a look at his status. 49 million, right. Let's go make an offer. Let's go make 20 million and Callum Wilson. Let's see if they swallow that. Let me see. Oh, he's not on the list, which is good. Senior squad. Callum Wilson. Suggest. They feel they can get more money. Alright. We can have another million. We'll make the offer. Right, cheeky offer gone in. Right, let's get back to it. We was at the tactics page. So yeah, we're going to make the inside forward change there. I'm just wondering if it's worth playing the Mazzala. What do you reckon? Let me just read the inspiration into the Mazzala. Central player that likes to drift wide and operate in the half spaces. Mazzala is essentially a central half winger. He likes to do his defending slightly further up the field. Yeah, okay. I mean, I wouldn't mind the Roman playmaker in there, but the way we're going to play, we're going to have the box to box. Could he play? He could play the advanced playmaker. I feel he could just be just as good with that. we're going to go with that. We're going to go with the advanced playmaker. On support. So he's got a dribbling, anticipation, first. Honestly, he can play the role. That's the role we're going with. We're just changing it a little bit. You know, I know he's going to be finding, the idea on the Mazzal was finding the pockets. But let's have him more involved. Maybe, worst case, drift him up, push him further up. And then, of course, support Joe Linton. And then we're going to have, you've got the 5 here with Pope. I'm really happy with the squad that we're getting. I mean, people like Jeff Hendricks I've tried to get rid of, nobody wants. Botman's not getting in at the minute. I mean, Botman's a decent player. So is Ferdy. We like Ferdy. But anyway, we are there, we are done. We are just going to continue and see what happens with this Ivan Toney. If it goes ahead, I'll pop back and do a quick vid. If it doesn't go ahead and it doesn't happen, things will stay exactly how you've just seen them, and we will go on holiday until the start, well, the end of the season, and we will see you soon. So just give me 2 minutes. Let's just go and see if there's anything worth doing, and we'll crack on. Right, one more incoming. The Toney deal, dead in the water. Didn't happen, but this deal did. It was processing last time, and I completely forgot. However, it has now gone through. Luis Felipe, 26 years old. We paid 32 million. Oh no, wrong way around. 23 million. Any add-ons? No, 23 million. So we have now signed Luis Felipe, 23 million to hopefully play aside Bastoni and really shore us up at the back, and maybe can see less goals, help us push forward, maybe, just maybe, win a trophy or even the league. Maybe we'll see you right next, or win the league. Maybe we'll see you very, very soon as we finish the season. We are going simming. It's over and out for now. We will see you at the end of the season. Fingers crossed, guys, we can do this. Let's get some silverware. Let's not get sacked, and let's not get relegated. And please, let's win a trophy. Got sacked. I got sacked at Newcastle. Oh, gutted. I was only 10th for the league and he sacked me. Oh my god. And to make it worse, Benitez is the new manager. No. This is for some good reading, isn't it? Knocked out in the group stage of the Champions League, FA Cup 5th round by Brentford, knocked out in the semis by Leeds in the Carabao. 10th, finished 10th. I'm absolutely gutted, guys. This was my save with Newcastle United. There's only so much I can show you. Can't show you a great deal now, can I? News. Listen, it doesn't matter. I tried the experiment with Newcastle. I feel that if I control Newcastle myself in proper gameplay, I would do well with them. However, I did pretty poor this time. I am sorry. We're gonna have to cut this one short. Look out for the next one. Who's it gonna be? Well, we're not sure. I'm thinking going somewhere like maybe a Villa or a Tottenham, or just a struggling team. Wolves even. Again, Wolves are up and down, they're topsy-turvy. Bournemouth, Brentford, or maybe we try and go for a bigger team to see if we can turn things around and actually win some silverware, such as maybe an Arsenal, where we can maybe progress to win a league, or maybe progress to win an FA Cup or a Carabao, just something. I'm not too sure. Maybe try and repeat the events of what happened several years ago, where none other than Leicester City won the league. Could they do it with Leicester? Anyway, keep a lookout, stay tuned. Please, please, please forgive me. I am so sorry. So sorry I got sacked. And I'm really sorry for the Newcastle fans who have Benitez back in charge. For now, guys, until the next one on this rebuild session, it's over and out. Speak to you soon.